Hello, welcome back, and thank you, as always, for joining me here. So, I'm really excited to have this conversation with you. And this is a pre recorded conversation. My wife, Cindy, and I are on a Caribbean cruise right now as we have this conversation. And it's been pre recorded. So, I'm inspired to take a step back to some real basics today. This is really, really valuable if you think about it on any spiritual path. Because as stubborn adult learners, just kind of calling that like we see it, right? We're all stubborn adult learners. Therefore, we need to hear things many many times and in many different ways. We need to hear them on different days. So it's valuable to take pauses out of what amounts to a procession through the text of A Course in Miracles and have some discussions just like this one about some of the more basic points of spirituality. It is the simple stuff, the basic stuff that matters the most. That is foundational. And it's easy to get lost in minutia. It really is. Even in a thought system like A Course in Miracles, where every single sentence of the Course contains the entire thought system, it's still possible to get carried away and lost and distracted. I mean, that's what we do in life anyway. So quite naturally, when we embark on this series of activities that we refer to as the spiritual path, some of that's going to carry over because it's habit. So, this is a course in mind training. And what is the best thing that we can do? Well, it's the title of this conversation. It's to learn to relax and trust. Yes, all of spirituality, no matter what tradition you or traditions you were raised in or practice now, if any, all of it is about learning to relax and trust. Ah, just that. A chill out breath, a relaxing breath. What we're doing, and we're approaching this discussion from the framework of A Course in Miracles here, is we're learning to drop our obsessive desire to manipulate, orchestrate, and control all phenomena. When you think about it, honestly, that's what we're trying to do in the world. That's what we're trying to do in the work world. If you are in business for yourself, you're attempting to build a business. Or if you are in a more traditional hierarchical business structure, perhaps a corporate structure, you may be looking to advance in that hierarchical structure. We're involved in any number of different things here in the world. And what it all amounts to, all of it, is an attempt to make things as they are not. I know. What we call human life is a flurry, isn't it? It's a flurry of excess activity and frustration when we meet one goal or achieve something and it doesn't satisfy us. We want more. There is some kind of deep internal lack, a hole that we're looking to fill with stuff from what appears to be the outside world. We're looking to fill it with this elusive concept known as achievement. We're looking to fill it with another elusive concept called status or prestige. We're looking to fill it with food or drink, drugs, maybe, sex, maybe, relationships, maybe, shiny new toys, cars, boats, private jets, whatever. We're looking to fill it with stuff. And eventually, when we realize we can't fill it, we have to accept that we're looking in the wrong place. Fulfillment is within. It's within that we look. You, because you're interested in this course and you're interested in this collection of practices and rituals and things that we call spirituality, you have recognized something very important, that you want the peace of God. You've heard the call of our inner teacher, which goes out to all of us at all times. You've listened, so thank you for that. You're cordially invited to keep listening. Yeah. Do that, please. Our inner teacher is always speaking to us. This plays right into the topic of learning to relax and trust. The Holy Spirit, in case you're wondering, is not outside you. It is not some foreign power, some external or alien will. The Holy Spirit is part of your mind. It's part of our mind. It's known here in the Course by many names, including the voice for God, Comforter, the Answer with a capital A, many names. So you may, in fact, call your inner teacher whatever you like. Spirituality is about learning to relax and trust the guidance of our inner teacher. We relax our iron grip on control of phenomena that don't even exist. Deep breath of relief. We let go of our need to manipulate and control everything and everyone in every circumstance. We let go of our self-imposed anxiety, fear, panic, and trauma, and we learn to relax. With a quieter mind, we are able to hear the guidance of our inner teacher, which we cannot hear. We cannot pay any attention to it when we're frantic. So we learn to relax and trust. Trust that our inner teacher has our back, so to speak. When we attempt to order and control and manipulate everything and everyone in the world, it doesn't work. I mean, think of trying to control people. I know some of you attempt to do that, right? There are people out there that do this a lot. You know some. What do? They do the exact opposite anyway. So nothing that you attempt to order lasts anyway. I mean, they may do what you want them to do just for a couple of minutes, but what kind of harm does that do the relationship when they resent you? Food for thought. Right? Yeah, they're the ones doing the resenting, but everyone's always involved because there's only one of us. When we blame someone else, if there's only one of us, who do we blame? Ourselves. Similarly, when we forgive someone, whom do we forgive? Yeah, ourselves. Your brother is you. He's not like you. He's not similar to you. He is you. And it takes a more relaxed mind to begin to allow these ideas to permeate. The trust component is very important. It's huge. When we try to run the show ourselves, we make a disaster out of it. Now, you may have some real hot, sexy dates, or a hot, sexy relationship, or a hot, sexy car, or a hot, sexy vacation. You may have a lot of money. I mean, you may be completely financially comfortable with room to spare. No, no problem. Okay. Nothing in this world lasts, because when we attempt to get more, we're not satisfied, and it doesn't last anyway. I mean, that fancy car, someone's going to ding your door in the parking lot. Count on it. Just count on it. I mean, the moment that you drove it off the car lot, it lost significant value. Nothing in this world lasts. When we attempt to run the show by ourselves, we cannot guarantee that everything we say, everything we do will benefit every single living thing throughout space and time to the maximum possible degree. We can't guarantee that. Guess who can? Our inner teacher can. So we let him run the show. That's only scary to the ego. So the fear that you feel when contemplating that is the ego. You know what to do with that? Acknowledge it and forgive it. Ooh, yeah. Forgive fear. Forgive the ego. It's simply a mistake, and give it over to your inner teacher for correction. Trusting the guidance of our inner teacher provides tremendous relief and peace right here, right now, in the midst of our busy lives, full of email, full of bills, sometimes past due bills, full of all kinds of demands on our time and our energy and vitality. We learn to relax and trust. So that very phrase, relax and trust, has tremendous day-to-day, moment-to-moment practical value, because that is what the entire spiritual path is all about. All right. Thank you for tuning in. As I mentioned before, Cindy and I are in the midst of a Caribbean cruise as we record this video here. I'm recording some more and dropping them while we're on the ship and in the Caribbean, so that you can continue to receive some of this guidance from our inner teacher, and that we can continue to interact. As always, comments and questions are most welcome here. So please leave them if you have them. There will be a few more of these very basic fundamental spiritual discussions here over the next few days. So I invite you to stay tuned. If you've not subscribed yet, we'd love to have you. The subscription arrow is right here in the corner of your screen. So I invite you to go ahead and click on that. And we will see you again very soon. Thank you, as always, for joining me.